Hello, everyone. I'm finally back. Long story short, my tablet, I updated something. Okay, I updated what they told me to. Oh, you want to do this now or later? And I've already passed it up twice, had time going, oh, okay, listen. And then after that, no sound on the tablet, couldn't make videos. And so, yeah, and then they reset it and it's still not working. So it took, it's one of those things, right? Yes, there's always reasons for stuff like that. So when they reset it, then Messenger was gone and Facebook's gone. And then you have to put it all back in. I'm going, I'm not even, and it still wasn't working anyway. So I'm going, oh, what a nice forced break in a way, right? Yes, okay. Oh, but okay. I kind of go with the flow, and it's been kind of really great. But I did miss making the videos. I really did. So when I got here a year ago, all my children here got me this phone, which I never used, hardly ever used, or only for, okay, somebody's calling. Do I need to? Oh, and then there's all this, possible spam. I'm going, why am I even getting a phone call like that? What for? Right? Okay. So, but this also has a camera and video on it. And my daughter set me up with my YouTube channel on it. So I'm going to see if it's going to work. And if it does, this is an even smaller device. So great. So we'll see. But I missed it. I really missed that's the one thing I really missed, is making the videos. Yes. Isn't that something? Can one get addicted on making videos? Or is it just, okay, I don't know. Anywho, so we're still in the Book of Songs, the Song of Songs, in the book of the Song of Songs, in 3. And let's get started right away. Though it is Mother's Day, and I thought, oh, what a great way to start again on Mother's Day. I planted some long beans and I planted some peppers out there this morning just because of the day that it is. There's a lot of good energy floating around today. Yes, I'm sure there's some sad stuff going on, but the majority of the energy is happy, it's giving, yes, and it's honoring what? Moms. I think that's okay. Look, I'm a woman, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma. In my opinion, that's most likely the best holiday ever, best day ever of the whole year. That's just my opinion. Other people can have their opinions, but when it comes down to it, honoring moms, first of all, one should do every day. Yes? Okay. But when it really comes down to it, a day where you, celebrate this, that makes the most sense to me, it's Mother's Day. Yes. No, I didn't always used to think that way. I always thought, why have Mother's Day? Mother's Day should be every day. This is like, one day of the year where then, ha. And how much sincerity goes with that, right? Yes? But I have a good brother in faith who taught me, I believe it's Mario, who taught me on how to turn around something negative, or even when one just thinks about it, into something positive that one can agree with, right? Yes? And then the negativity of some becomes non-existent. So I did that this year with Mother's Day. Yes? Okay. Even in the past, though, I've always planted something on Mother's Day. I think it's a great way to honor the mother in our heavenly parent as well. Yes? What do plants need in order to thrive? Especially the ones we get food from, is love, motherly love. Yes, nurturing, raising. Yeah, okay, just saying. Of course, the greatest joy we bring our heavenly mother, yes, is when we do right by our children. Okay. All right, so, wait a minute. Oh yeah, the third poem. We're not going by 3s and 4s. We're going by the number of third poem, which is past 3. Third poem, which then goes into 4. Poet. Oh, so it's poetry now. What is this morning up from the desert like a column of smoke, breathing of myrrh and frankincense and every exotic perfume? I never understood what people considered an exotic scent. Exotic, a foreign scent. Exotic to me means something that doesn't grow here, for example, that doesn't exist where I live, right? But in another distant land, right? Yes, that's what that means to me. Okay, so take that myrrh and frankincense. Don't really, yeah. That definitely don't grow that in my garden. Here comes Solomon's litter. Around it are 60 champions, the flower of the warriors of Israel, all of them skilled swordsmen, except expert in war. Each man has his sword at his side against alarms by night. Okay. King Solomon has had a palanquin made of wood from Lebanon. He has had the posts made of silver, the canopy of gold, the seat of purple. The center is inlaid with ebony. Daughters of Zion, come and see King Solomon wearing the diadem with which his mother crowned him on his wedding day, on the day of his heart's joy. That was the poet talking. Now it's the lover talking. How beautiful you are, my beloved, how beautiful you are. Your eyes are doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats surging down Mount Gilead. Your teeth a flock of sheep to be shorn when they come up from the washing. Each one has its twin, not one unpaired with another. Your lips are scarlet thread, and your words enchanting. Your cheeks behind your veil are halves of pomegranate. Your neck is the Tower of David built on layers, hung around with 1,000 bucklers, and each the shield of a hero. Your 2 breasts are 2 fawns, twins of a gazelle, that feed among the lilies. Before the day breeze rises, I have nothing to say to any of that, by the way. I have... Boo. Before the shadows flee, I shall go to the mountain of myrrh, to the hill of frankincense. You are wholly beautiful, my beloved, and without a blemish. Come from Lebanon, my promised bride. Come from Lebanon, come on your way. Look down from the heights of Amanus, from the crests of Senir and Hermon, the haunt of lions, the mountains of leopards. You ravish my heart, my sister, my promised bride. You ravish my heart with a single one of your glances, with a single link of your necklace. What spells lie in your love, my sister, my promised bride? How delicious is your love, more delicious than wine. Was this one of Solomon's women? I had no idea that, oh my God, that he's talking to. How fragrant your perfumes, more fragrant than all spices. Your lips, my promised bride, distill wild honey. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the scent of your garments is like the scent of Lebanon. Ooh. She's a garden enclosed, my sister, my promised bride, a garden enclosed, a sealed fountain. Your shoots from an orchard of pomegranate trees, bearing most exquisite fruit, nard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all the incense-bearing trees, myrrh and aloes, with the subtlest odors, fountain of the garden, well of living water, streams flowing down from Lebanon. Now, if one were to know that Solomon only had one wife, right, and felt like that about her or something, then I'd say, oh, wow, yeah, ooh, his love was deep. But we know that ain't true. Beloved, awake, north wind, come wind of the south, breathe over my garden to spread its sweet smell around. Let my love come into his garden, let him taste its most exquisite fruits. Oh, sounds like that was her talking. Lover, I come into my garden, my sister, my promised bride. I pick my myrrh and balsam. I eat my honey and my honeycomb. I drink my wine and my milk. Okay. The end of it, the poet again. Eat, friends, and drink. Drink deep, my dearest friends. All right. Whatever. So there it is. That was the third poem. In the book of Song of Songs. I have no idea why this is in the Bible. Maybe somebody knows more than I do about all this. But I'll tell you something. So this was, let's see, what does it say in the foreword when these were? This post-exilic, probably 5th or 4th century. And, okay. So, interestingly enough, in the Old Testament, I went and looked it up. Marriage wasn't what marriage is now. And a marriage contract did not exist among the common people until much later, in about 2,500 years before Christ, BC. It started with marriages were for politics and alliances, yes, for the kings and certain other nobles. But it wasn't anything common among the people. Marriage, celebrations and ceremonies and all that jazz. And certainly not as among the kings and nobles done out of love. I just read up on that. Well, this tells us it's a little something different, right? Well, this was much later. Maybe, maybe not. I think this is in here so that we don't go and look up and go, okay, what was marriage actually? What's the origin of marriage? Of the license, right? All the money that goes into getting married, right? Yes, then the license and all the benefits that come with being married now, okay. But at that time, it was literally marriages were not. There was no such thing as a marriage between a man and a woman. For the kings and nobles, it was the connections. And the women, love has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all, okay? It was for, politics, alliances, and procreation. That's what you can go look it up. That's exactly what it says. And among the commoners, it was once a man and a woman, as kind of the parents. It was always seemed like that it was eventually decided that girls were always very young, okay? I guess as soon as they start their monthly period or something, and then, okay, that's established. And, right, yes. So what ages could that have been? Anyway, and they were literally, even among the commoners, handed around like goats and sheep. I'm not kidding. That's what I got from it all. And though we're told about, for example, Jacob and Rebecca and how they, and but then he had no problems on sleeping with the maid, with a slave. Okay, I'm just saying, and then having a son there, and okay. And then getting rid of them, right? When Rebecca kind of goes, oh, hey, I'm on my own now, I'm just saying, that's not love. Oh, but at that time, there's just no. Love does not change. Love's always unchanging. God has never changed. Our heavenly parents' love for us, his embrace, has never changed. It's always been the same. And otherwise, we got to get rid of some words that we attach to God. Just saying, right? And so it was interesting that, and even if, right, there was a man and a woman, they get together, right, and are kind of promised each other, then the woman moves in with the guy, and that's kind of it. That was it. And then that was that. Yes? Yeah? But as far as marriage, that's kind of a relatively new thing. Yes? I'm mentioning it because it's the way it is here in the Bible. If these the Song of Songs are supposed to be, oh, it's about love. It's about love between men and women, and marriage. Obviously, is it? Why is this in here exactly? To keep us kind of ignorant on what really went on with all that, and still is going on in a way in some places in the world. And yet, we're so advanced in technology, this and that, which, by the way, I don't think we are either. There are some things that keep happening, like with my tablet, really, seriously. Well, you guys haven't figured this out yet? Well, there's so many people who do this and that. Okay, whatever. Just saying. And a glitch. Okay, supposedly what happened to my tablet, it can happen, it's rare, a glitch that happens to have something to do with the tablet, not a malfunction in the tablet. When the updates happen, it's not a virus or this or that. Okay, seriously, whatever. So what? So in electronics, you also have lemons, right? They call, when you buy a car and all you have is trouble with it, they call it a lemon. I bought plenty of lemons, believe me. I've just attracted these lemons. So what? It's the same for me with electronics. Okay. All right. Not a big deal. The thing is what I want to know is why this is in the Bible. Because it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense according to what marriage meant at the time. Yes. So, and we were already told that this was kind of put together, though it is supposedly from a time of when, written down, 1,500 years after. Put together after they were written down, and then they made it into the Bible. Why? I'm just wondering, why exactly is this in here? Because a lot of this is just obscene stuff. It doesn't have any, for me, doesn't have anything to do with love. Nothing. This is just flattery. And again, when it mentions whom to begin with, us knowing enough about that life now, when it comes to that, then this is just an outright lie. Yes? Yeah. I think that in this day and age, when it comes to all that, with marriage, I believe that there are people out there who commit through marriage. Yes? Commitment. And that's kind of the stamp in their commitment, is marriage. But I think a lot of people are using marriage, especially women and guys who get married multiple times, 5, 6, 7 times. Right? They use marriage as, oh, now I'm good. Now I'm according to the moral standard of the people out there, which I'm not sure that even exists anymore. But some people do that. Married, divorce, married, divorce, married, divorce. What if you could only get married one time? Once. One time. Would people actually even still get married? Yeah. What if you get caught cheating on your spouse, you would be put to death? People cheat out there? Wouldn't people be a little bit more careful on how they get involved? I'm just saying. There is a thing. There are the consequences after passing to spirit world with things like that. They really are. There are great consequences. And I feel like rather than being someone says, well, it's just the way it is now, and, and people need to have all this freedom. Okay, you don't abuse your freedom. Don't abuse your freedom. Don't do that. That's another big no-no, okay? Of course you can do it here. You can do it. Yes, one can do it. I'm not going to be someone out there. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to try and tell people. No. Keep your body, the specialness of your body. When it comes to all that, love, a family, finding a spouse, having children, sacred. You will have an amazing life that way. Yes, with love comes sorrow. Always. That kind of does go hand in hand. but it's not going to be something that one can't handle, can't overcome, and still live happily, yeah, with what one has created, yes. If things go one way or the other, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. And continue to do, even if you have to do it on your own, as a man, as a woman, with children, you continue on doing it. You will be blessed beyond measure. Just saying. So don't give up on your own principles, if you have them, on your own morals, on your own virtues, when it comes to love, and what the right thing is when it comes to love. Number one, do not break other people's hearts. Don't do that just for your own desires. Okay? Yes? Or your own wants, or your selfishness. Yes? I pray. Do I pray for people out there to find us their right spouse? To say, yeah, sure. But what I do pray for is the people who are on such horrific paths when it comes to love, with whatever I just mentioned, so that they wake up, start to repent, start to restore, start to fix, at least ask sincerely for forgiveness for the pain that they have created. Pain. Some men and women out there don't create families and have children for happiness. They create them, and they create pain. Yeah, interesting, huh? No. Okay, alrighty. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. I'm going to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Believe me, I think that Father's Day also is a very, very important holiday. Yes. And Grandparents' Day, I think so as well. Yes. And Aunties and Uncles' Days. Yes. And Sister and Brothers' Days. Oh, yeah. Yes. Family Day. God's Day. Yeah. The rest of them, I couldn't care less. Take them somewhere else. I don't want to celebrate any of the other stuff. Yes. Christmas is family time. Yeah. Easter has a lot to do with love. Okay. All right. I think that's it. All right. Let's see if this will upload. I hope it will. And if it does, then I'm back in business. Yes. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, and embrace you with love. True love. Try to give true love. Yes? And I will talk to you all another time. Eldritch, I hope you listen all the way to the end. I've lost my messenger thing for now. Okay? I don't know when it will be back, but we can communicate on here, right? Yes? You can just write something down below and I go, yeah, I'm still here. How you doing? Okay? I hope things will go well for you. And keep reading that prayer book. Yes, let that really sink into your heart. I think that you will have an easier time with your PTSD. Okay? Yes, I love you, my dear brother in faith. Bye. I gotta take this out.